Best Irish music on irishradio.org with Jerry Byrne.
Irish Radio, I'm Jerry Byrne. Since the onset of COVID and all the rest of us, speaking to many of the great and the good and the fantastic talents which have come out of Ireland. And boy, we've got a great country for truly incredible musical talent. My next guest is a gentleman who hails from Dunleary in Dublin. And he's recorded a number of songs, and he released his debut album, and that was in 2008. And he's about to release a new EP. He also writes poetry and all-around good talent. I'm delighted to say hello to the one and only Aaron James. Aaron, how are you?
Thanks so much for saying all that, Jerry. You're very good. Thank you.
No, real pleasure, Aaron. Listen, you've been doing some cracking stuff. Tell me this, how did you become involved in music in the first place?
So basically, it was the ending of a relationship with a gorgeous woman, and afterwards I overflowed with poetry, and from then. After that, I decided, that was around, I would have been around 2021. Now, I always had music in my thoughts in throughout life, but after that happened, I then decided to turn into music, into songs, and as you said, a debut album then became from there, you know?
Right, excellent stuff. Well done. Well done. And how did the debut album do for you back then?
Yeah, it went fine. Yeah, it did. Some of the tracks did good enough here. Actually, the States, the USA, there was a lot of the college radio stations there. They played some of the tracks, and there's this track called "Carry Me Through," and Tap particularly. They maybe for Valentine's they kind of chose "Carry Me Through," and a few stations kind of went with a thing with that, and. That kind of thing.
Right, well done on that. And you write your own material?
I do, yeah, I write them all, yeah.
That's excellent. Now, you've released, more recently, a couple of songs, You'll Shine, and also your latest one is No Prisoner.
No Prisoner, yeah. So, No Prisoner is actually, the debut album was actually had its anniversary there, and we re-released it, and we're just re-releasing a few songs from it, and that's No Prisoner is actually from the debut album from 2008. Distance Between is the name of that album, and but then we'll be getting back to the likes of You'll Shine again, but there was people in the music industry, and they were kind of like encouraging me to do something for the anniversary, so I had the album remastered and put it out there again. And it was well received. Like there was the main, one or two of the main stations here. So RTE Radio 1, and I got some spins also from 2SM and that kind of thing, and then from other stations around the country.
Well done on that. Tell me, do you find it tough going, to be, sort of coming on stream as unknown, writing your own material, and in order to get it, to get it played? I mean, that's a pretty tall order.
It is a tall order, and I'm doing it myself. Like I do all of the PR myself. So the PR. When I say PR, I mean like contacting DJs like yourself. And like your good self, you're very good for years. I've been sending you songs for years, and you've been playing them, thankfully. And but I do all that myself. And there's a few things in the pipeline that'll hopefully come through. And so kind of go in that direction,
Right, that's excellent. Well done. As I said, it does. It takes time, and to write your own material, and as I say, to get it, to get it out there is pretty tough going. When you bear in mind that you've got, for example, signed artists who've got an army of people behind them in order to get the music out. And the fact that you got it out to the US is absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, thanks, Jerry. Well, when you put it that way, I'm actually not doing so bad, really, am I?
No, definitely
not.
Do you know what I mean? Definitely
so it's good.
not.
So in time, if things picked up, or if if companies were interested, people were interested, then we'd have a kind of an army behind it, and then it'll go, wherever it goes,
Yes, indeed. That's it. But you've been doing in lockdown. You've been keeping yourself busy. You've been doing some writing of poetry, and have you been doing more songwriting as well?
I was doing more songwriting as well. Yeah, I have a few lined up as well. I'm just I have them demoed, and I'll be working with them. And then also, as you're saying about the poetry, I've been writing poetry, and what I'm doing is filming me reading the poetry and then putting it on social media.
Excellent stuff. Well done. Now, you've done an interesting cover of the George Michael "Praying for Time."
Oh yeah. What did you think of that?
I thought it was very good indeed. Indeed, well done. It takes a brave person, I think, to try and cover material of the likes of such a huge star as George Michael was.
Yeah. Well, I'm obviously not as good as him, but I thought I'd give it a go. But I'm glad you liked it. So that's a good sign, I suppose. Indeed.
Well done. Well done on it. You also you played the guitar as well.
I play a little bit of guitar. I haven't recorded now playing. Like I'll record demos and stuff like that, and then get it to the guys, the musicians, and then they'll do their thing. They'd be an awful lot better than me, But I got into playing the bass guitar as well, and again, no, I haven't recorded it yet. But I've been having a look at that as well.
Well done. You couldn't beat that, and it's you were obviously doing like before COVID. You were obviously doing some live gigs as well.
Yeah. I was doing actually in a pub just up the road there, and then this and that. I who was there? There was Billy from Aslan used to contact me, and I contact them first, obviously, but like Billy would then contact me and say, "Hey, listen, we need someone to do such and such a night, as a support act for them," and I did that for a good long while with them, like year and a half, maybe 2 years. And who else? I supported the Hothouse Flowers, Mick Pyro from the Republic of Loose. Who else was there? There's a few other ones. A few other ones as well. Yeah.
That's pretty impressive. Fair play. And unfortunately, all of that has stopped just for the moment. You must miss. You're probably the same as most other singers and performers. You must miss doing the live performances.
Yeah. Well, that's why I kind of. I wasn't really doing much on social media. If it was up to me, I prefer to be doing this kind of thing, like radio and TV. Now, I know in these times that might be, kind of like the opposite direction of the way things are going. But there isn't the numbers, the followings and followers and stuff like that aren't many on social media. But that's the reason I haven't been putting time into it. Do you know what I mean? But yeah.
It's pretty impressive what you're doing, Aaron. Listen, I must say it's inspirational to speak to you. Well done on everything you've achieved, and listen, here's lots more material. I'm looking forward to receiving some new material from you in the not too distant future.
Thank you so much, Jerry. You're a gent and a gem.
Thanks a million, Aaron. Listen, you stay safe and stay well. And listen, fingers crossed along the winding path. I'll be able to, when things get better and it's safe to do so, I'll see you on stage someplace along the way.
Brilliant. I look forward to it. Brilliant.
And you can find further details of Aaron and his music on Instagram. If you go on Instagram, Aaron James Music Ireland. And you can also go on Facebook, look up Aaron James Music Ireland, and you get full details there.